Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne. Today I'm going to give you your General Hospital spoilers for the week of the June the 28th. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows a good channel for soap fans. You can come on over and be part of the soap fam. We also have a membership where you get early access to videos, exclusive videos like these recipes I do every week. This week, it's my mama's, may she rest in peace, go-to spaghetti, which I grew up on as a child. And this brings back so many memories, and I'm so hungry that I want you to go to the membership, and I want you to go try this spaghetti recipe because my mama could cook. And I also thank my members. Give them a shout out. It takes about 30 seconds. So, let me thank Michael Pryor, Yvonne Todd, Jeff Payton, Brian McConaughey, Phyllis Pearson, Ramona Newsom, Natalie Aper, Arianinos, Gwen Marie, Kiki Landry, Janet Loftus, Sandra Crawford, Omar Ramirez, Roger Smith, Dee Dee, Artemis Hill, Vanessa Sanders, Scarlett Fire, Shadow P, Marilyn Finn, Riri Carter, Slim Slims, Josh Hirsch, Red Butterfly, Shannon Clark, Kelly Banks, Jen Adams, Applechick, and BBW Women. Thank you all for being part of the membership. Took 34 seconds. And we're also going to talk about, after the spoilers, my thoughts on the daytime Emmys. And General Hospital won almost everything, so we got some stuff to talk about. So, let me go ahead and click on that. So, spoilers, Monday, June 28th. Anne is stranded with Valentine. Obred and Britt have a heart-to-heart. Finn rethinks his decision. Jocelyn has an awkward encounter with Michael. Carly is contemplative. Tuesday, June 29th. Carly turns to Diane for advice. Ava runs into Austin at the Metro Court. Jason struggles with a big decision. He's got to decide, and it's not explicitly said, but from what I'm hearing, he's got to decide whether or not he wants to marry Carly or not, which I'm sure he'll do. So when Sonny shows up and gets his memories back to find out his best friend and wife are married, that might have him running straight to Nina. Carly may not even want Sonny back. So, Wednesday, June 30th, Nicholas confides in Kevin. Ava receives upsetting news. Carly hosts a family get-together. Nina is conflicted about her future. Portia is surprised to see Curtis at Cameron's party. And then we have on Thursday, July the 1st, which is the beginning of July sweeps. Britt reaches out to Brad for support. Michael makes sense of a confusing situation. Laura worries about Nicholas. Cameron confronts Jocelyn. Nina rebuffs Jax. On Friday, July 2nd, Nina tries to help Curtis. Ava meets with Dante at her gallery. Jocelyn and Cameron clear the air. Britt runs into Jax at Charlie's. And Molly and TJ pay Sean for a visit. So we have some extra tidbits where we have Anna stranded with Valentine. Jay struggling with a big decision. Carol, well, we just said that. So Carl and Jason business power play marriage. The shocking strategy they come up with will have lasting implications on their relationship. It will complicate Jason's burgeoning involvement with Britt. Co-head writer says Jason is on the cusp of exploring a new relationship with Britt, but the real-world consequence of association with the Corinto organization will bring the nascent relationship to a crossroads. So Carly's already involved in the business, so if he marries Carly, in a way, it's protecting Britt until Sonny shows up. Finn wants to confess. Dumbass Finn. Finn wants to confess, control the narrative, and leave Liz out of it. Liz tries to dissuade him. The co-head writer says Liz is determined not to let anyone lose their life or freedom because of Peter. She's lost so much, and she'll is not going to let Peter have another win from beyond the grave. So, yeah, this Carly and Jason marriage is gonna happen. So it's gonna happen, and this is a great time because it's July sweeps. It won't happen right away, but hopefully by the end of July, we're gonna have Sonny maybe getting his memory back, because I don't know how much he can do in Nixon Falls. But we'll have him get his memory back, and then be dumbfounded at everything that's been going on, getting played by Nina, wife married to his best friend, all that. But at least he has a daytime Emmy to keep him warm at night. Because now we're going to talk about the daytime Emmys. So, General Hospital won Outstanding Drama. And I actually agree with this, even though I feel like Days of Our Lives should be a close second. General Hospital. Now, here's the thing. General Hospital for 2021 has been outstanding, knocking it out the park at every turn. And so I have so fond feelings for General Hospital right now. I really have to stretch and try to remember what they were doing in 2020 for them to be best show. Days of Our Lives was knocking out the park too, and they both were really doing well. I think Days of Our Lives did better. I think I was more excited about Days of Our Lives in 2020 than I was in General Hospital. But now I'm actually more excited about General Hospital in 2021. But this is also the year that Mike finally kicked the bucket, and that whole storyline came to an end. Maurice Bernard, did an amazing job. Max did Gail did an amazing job as Mike. So outstanding directing team. Once again, from what I remember, I would give it to them, and I definitely would give it to them this year for everything we're seeing so far. Outstanding lead actor Maurice Bernard. When I think about the reason why he won, which is his scenes with his father, coming to an end, I would have gave it to him too. I haven't seen his Emmy reel, but I know it was great. I really wish he was up against different people in that category. I felt like some people didn't belong in that category. Some of them characters, some of those actors were actually supporting players. They didn't need to be in the lead actor category. I'm not going to name any names. I ain't going to be messy. I think if you look at the category, you'll agree with me. But in the end, Maurice still would have won. But Days of Our Lives was robbed a lot. And Young and the Restless too, because it was the Adam show all 2020. He carried that show on his back by himself almost. Him and Eric Braeden. They carried that show by themselves because the writing was horrible. And I stopped watching it for months at a time, and I would check in and see if the writing had gotten better, and it didn't. Which is why I don't understand why they won Best Writing. They only determine who was the best writers based on a couple of scenes that they submit. So they may have been able to squeak out a couple of scenes that were good, but overall the writing was horrible. We were all calling for Josh Griffin to get fired. There's no way he should get this validation of an Emmy, but I'll talk about that in the rest of this video. But I mentioned that Days of Our Lives, Ben, Brady, and I consider Ben and Xander both leading men because they have leading men storylines. Even though I could even see them in like the younger category or outstanding supporting or something like that. Although technically they are leading men, I believe they should have both been, all three of them should have been in that category along with Young Restless Adam. Some people in the comment section want me to use the character's name more than the actor's name. I'm going to try to use both if I can remember the actor's name. Sometimes it slips in my mind. We also had outstanding supporting actor Max Gale. So now Max Gale, who plays Mike, has won 2 years in a row for his Alzheimer's story that they dragged out. The acting was excellent, but they dragged that storyline out within an inch of his life, and it got him 2 Emmys. So congratulations to Max Gale. There were some other people that I felt could have been in that category, and even other people who could have won. I feel like, he won last year. This year is the year he should have won because it was the end of his character's life. Last year could have went to someone else. But anyway, I had lots of problems with the storyline. I had lots of problems with the storyline, especially when it came to the girlfriend who was married to a whole other man, and she didn't really know what she was doing. It was like a violation of her rights. She remembered that one time she remembered who her husband was and was appalled. Yeah. They had Mike, Sonny, and Carly being real predatory. That's why that storyline shouldn't have got any awards last year. But this year, when they moved away from that and just focused on like the end of his life, even though they didn't add Christina to it, yeah, he should have won this year. And so I'm going to move on because I'm only going to talk about the Emmy categories where actors or no shows actually won an award. So that way, if you're interested in the show, I'm only talking about specifically the awards they won and who I think may have should have been in the category, and if I really feel like they should have won. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts on everything that we talked about today. And once again, go on ahead and give my mama's spaghetti sauce a taste, because it's good. Thanks for watching.